Welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaac. I am the Bard. Welcome back to my closet. And today we're continuing on. With the Nittoli train. Now we've been doing some very heavy stuff by Nittoli. You know, calling out corruption in the industry. But or not just the industry, just everywhere, anywhere he sees it, right? But I wanted to take a break from the heavy stuff, and maybe this one, you know, maybe the title's a bit misleading, right? But I just got done doing a stand-up comedy reaction, and I want to laugh, man. I want to laugh. So we're gonna do funny ass shit. We're gonna see if he can make us laugh. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's more of a you know, laughing at the ridiculousness of corruption or whatever, right? But I'm entering this expecting it to be a lighthearted track. If not, it's fine. But we're gonna get into this. Get our bulky ass headphones on, and let's begin.
Yeah. I know you're feeling on this. I know you're feeling on it. I know you never admit. It's something you never admit. I ain't offended by it. No, I ain't offended by it. I think it's funny as shit. Yeah, I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. Ha ha. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. No, I ain't offended by it. I ain't offended by it. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. Most of you can't even rap. Most of you ain't got a bag. Most of you need a producer to finish your tracks. Most of you hit me and blab. Most of you get me to nap. Most of it don't even slap. Most of you good for a lap. Most of you ain't even black. Most of you ain't even trap. Most of you whack. I am the alien landing. I am the Peyton of Mannings. You are a Tatum of Channing. I am the plot you were planning. I am the king of Atlantis. You are the clip when it's jamming. You are a moon man. I am a Grammy. Most of you really just can't understand me. Most of you scared and you wish they would ban me. I put my heart to this manly. Most of you did it with hammies. Most of you listen to Brandy. Most of you sucking on dick, that's Andy. Most of you need a good hook like Sandy. Most of you say you got beef, that's Cammy. Most of your parents' life is just dandy. Most of you Uber like, where is the Lammy? Most of you stay in Miami. Most of you hard as you can be. Most of you pop up the atom like Sammy. Most of you think you could slam me. Most of you don't even know what a man be. Most of you secretly trannies. Most of you ain't even manly.
Man, he's still going with that.
Y'all should just stay with a Samby. I know you're feeling on this.
I love that. Like, he just kept rhyming that.
It's something you never admit. I ain't offended by it. No, I ain't offended by it. I think it's funny as shit. Yeah, I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. Yeah.
What was that? What was that? Hang on. He's been flashing stuff. I'll put it up in editing and give my comments then. But I wanted to see what that was. Hang on. Okay, Isaac, resume it here. Universal and Sony record companies caught faking billions of YouTube views. Ooh. Might have to look into that.
It's funny as shit. Yeah. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit.
I share that sentiment.
I ain't offended by
a lot of things people get offended by.
I think it's funny as shit.
You know, it could just be a joke. Yeah, it could just be a joke, you know, but like people get, you know, their panties in a twist over it, right? You know, like I'm a Christian and I like George Carlin's stand-up.
Well, let's get back to the Bible, America's favorite national theatrical prop.
You know, I mean, the dude was very outspoken about, you know, against religion in general and faith and whatnot. He mocked it during his stand-up, but I can still appreciate how he crafts his jokes, right? And that isn't all he talks about. The dude spat a lot of truth, too.
Sounds more like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious fucking rights, okay? All right. You know about it. You know about it. Yeah. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way, into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You see how sooner or later?
You know, I'm not gonna try to be like, oh, cancel George Carlin. I mean, I know he's dead now, but still, you know, I wouldn't have been one of those people, right? You know, people need backbones badly. You know, we live in such a comfortable place in these first world societies, and I think we've gotten so comfortable that we've gotten a mental calcium deficiency, if you will. And so we can't, you know, or like an emotional calcium deficiency, right? So, like, our emotions are so easily crushed because we don't have backbones, right? In that sense. So we could definitely use that.
Right, most of you rap just a lie. Most of you hiding online. Most of your songs, yo, I can't even find. Most of you feeling a vibe. Most of you feeling inspired. Most of you really just want to be one of the guys. Some of you really just trying. I'm really feeling bad for all of you that were denied. Most of you ain't got that fire. Most of you ain't got that feeling inside. Most of you really belong on the side. Most of you wearing a wire. Most of you looking for dick you can ride. Most of you drowning the tide. Most of you try to deny it. Please don't deny it. Please don't deny it, cause you know I know. I know you're feeling on this. I know you're feeling on it. I know you never admit. It's something you never admit. I ain't offended by it. No, I ain't offended by it. I think it's funny as shit. Yeah, I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. Ha ha. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit. No, I ain't offended by it. I ain't offended by it. I think it's funny as shit. I think it's funny as shit.
I like the beat too. I really like the beat. All right. So I've gotten a feel for his music, and I gotta say, even though I support the message, the overall sound, you know, while I can like certain things about it, you know, while I can like the beat, right, while I can like his rhyme scheme, right, his cadence, still not really. I haven't really found anything that I'm gonna put on my playlist, you know. So I'm still looking for something like that. And it doesn't have to be lighthearted to be on my playlist. I got a whole bunch of dark shit and lighthearted stuff on my playlists. So I don't know. I'm still looking for that song, you know. But yeah, it is funny as shit to watch people go off on just little things, you know. It's just little things, right? Like, okay, you can have an opinion, right? But don't get mad at other people for also having an opinion, you know? People just are so ruled by their emotions. And this is coming from a guy who is, I'm a very sensitive person, all right? It's not hard for something to make me all emotional about it, right? But you still gotta practice self-control, you know? You know, however you feel, I'm not mad at you for feeling a certain type of way. You know, I'm just, when you let that rule your life and like control your actions, you know, it's not good. You're supposed to make most of your decisions up here, man. So yeah, I definitely agree with this sentiment. Was it the lighthearted track I thought it was gonna be? No, but I did like it. I'll give this one a 7.9 out of 10. 7.6. Just taking everything into account, and just his rapping, the hook, the beat, and the message. If you take the message out of it, I would probably put it at like a 5. But with the message in, I put that at like a 7.6. So that being said, if you like what you see, please consider liking the video, subscribing, hitting that bell icon, because YouTube is YouTube, unfortunately. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Keep the requests coming. And y'all take care.